Viewing ethics in the context of online education. In the journal article, the researchers posited that compared to other research methods, internet research has outstanding features, including anonymity, which has been a persistent concern for the Internet Research Association. Cyberethics, by Microsoft's definition, is the philosophic study of ethics pertaining to computers, encompassing user behaviors and what computers are programmed to do. When you are discussing cyberethics, you are identifying and then explaining how internet behaviors could be defined by cultural and subcultural behaviors. One student in the study stated, "Our problem in describing ethics in this system is lack of reference for defining ethics. Each individual defines ethics based on one's mentality. For me, ethics is the power to choose what websites to visit and how to use." The statement identified that our ethics are shaped by our geographic locations, our histories, and the societies in which we live. What I believe the study participant meant by the statement was how culture and the capacity for intelligent thought or mentality are closely intertwined. Ethical conduct when using the internet could be individualistic and or take on the values shared by family, friends, groups, and religious beliefs. There are not enough reminders via the U.S. Internet service providers to provide information on cyber ethics and how to cite and use others' works and research data to avoid plagiarism and copyright violations. If internet users do not have an understanding of ethical and unethical behaviors when accessing and sharing information, how could they know when they were or were not being unethical? Today's data on internet statistics has identified how the U.S. has the greatest penetration on how the internet is being used around the world. The U.S. also has the most influence on how digital technology mediums are used to share information with other internet users around the world. Although the U.S. has the most influence on how the internet is currently being used, there are 5.5 Asian internet users to every 1 U.S. internet user. Research data has identified how American and Chinese internet service providers could incorporate cultural ethical practices for users when accessing information through their web browsers. The statement applies to educational psychology and technology because the information identified a connection between learner behaviors and ways of thinking. And when studying how users interface with people online and or when users access digital information to learn. A cultural, personal, instructional system design model could be developed to include social and cultural reinforcers that utilize operant conditioning methodologies. An instructional system design model which promotes a power to choose which websites are visited, personal cultural design, with promoting cultural and societal norms, ethical use design, could influence behaviors and promote more ethical use on the internet.